affectionate when they stop being so critical. I'll open up when they start listening better. I'll help more around the house when they appreciate what I already do. Sounds familiar? This is the waiting game that slowly erodes relationships, and it feels justified on both sides. Welcome to Relationship Ironies of the World We Live in. I'm Swati Mukherjee, a relationship coach, working with high functioning couples at the crossroads. Couples who love each other but feel disconnected, exhausted, or stuck in a pattern they don't know how to shift. Today's episode is called Waiting for the Other Person to Change First, the standoff that keeps both of you stuck. There's a silent deadlock that happens in many relationships. It's rarely dramatic, no one storms out, no one makes grand declarations. Both of you are waiting, watching, keeping score, each convinced the other person needs to move first. And here's the hard truth. Waiting doesn't just delay progress, it quietly guarantees stagnation. Here's what it looks like. You want more emotional intimacy, but you have decided you won't be vulnerable until they prove they can handle it. They want more physical affection, but they've decided they won't initiate until you stop rejecting them. You're both hurt. You're both protecting yourselves, and you're both withholding. While you wait, the distance grows. Resentment compounds. The relationship doesn't just stay neutral, it moves backwards. And here's the irony most couples miss. The person who refuses to change first is shaping the relationship the most. By holding your ground, you are teaching the system what to expect. Less softness, less repair, less risk. You think you are protecting yourself. You are reinforcing the very outcome you're afraid of. So why do intelligent, capable adults fall into this pattern? First, fear of being the one who cares more. If I change and they don't, I'll look foolish. I'll be the one trying. Underneath that is pride, and underneath pride is pain. Then there's the confusion between going first and giving. We assume that if we soften first, communicate first, or apologize first, we are excusing their behavior. We think leadership equals surrender. It doesn't. Going first isn't saying you were right. It's saying this relationship matters more than my need to win this round. And then there's the fairness trap. Why should I always be the one? Why is it my responsibility again? Fairness feels rational, but relationships are not math equations. You're not starting from identical stress loads, emotional histories, or nervous system. Change doesn't happen in equal turns. It happens when someone is willing to interrupt the pattern. Let me give you a simple image. You're in another room and you hear a sharp crash in the kitchen. Instantly, your mind assigns the blame. You assume your partner was careless. You feel irritation rise, your body prepares for confrontation, and then you walk in and see the cat. Same broken glass, same mess, but your anger disappears. Nothing about the situation changed except one thing, your assumption of intent. When we believe our partner is careless, a mistake feels personal. When we remove intent, we reach for the broom. So ask yourself this, are you reacting to what happened or to the story you have written about what it means? Most standoffs are not about dishes or tone or timing. They are about interpretations. And when two people sit inside negative interpretations, waiting for the other person to disprove them, no one moves. So what actually breaks the standoff? Here's the uncomfortable part. Change is asymmetric before it becomes mutual. Someone goes first, not because they are weaker, but because they are regulated enough to tolerate temporary imbalance. Going first does not mean over-functioning, and it does not mean chasing, and it does not mean tolerating disrespect. It means changing how you participate in the pattern. Your tone, your timing, your regulations, your consistency. Not once, not dramatically, but steadily. Consistency builds safety, and safety makes reciprocity possible. The standoff ends when one person decides the relationship matters more than preserving their ego. It takes two people to create a pattern, but it takes only one to interrupt it. Now, this is important. If you are always the one reflecting, always the one repairing, always the one adjusting, that's not leadership. That's imbalance, and that requires a different kind of conversation. But if both of you are capable adults locked in pride and pain, someone choosing to move first can reset the system. Tonight, notice one moment where you are waiting, waiting to soften, waiting to respond differently, waiting to reach out, interrupted. Not dramatically, not with a speech, just with one small behavioral shift. Because relationships don't deteriorate in explosions, they deteriorate in standoffs. And they repair the same way, quietly, intentionally, repeatedly. If this episode felt familiar, don't rush past that. Subscribe for more conversations like these and share this episode with someone who might be stuck in the same waiting game. I'm Swati Mukherjee. The shift starts at home. Thank you for sitting with this Saturday today.